the software basically helps them. How I started with this is, yes, people don't value the thing that I care about is, hi, my name is Megham Garg and I've been working on this software for freelance agencies. Uh, the software basically helps them gain visibility over their project timelines, project deliverables, and the cost associated with the project. So, how I started with this is I was running a freelance agency myself till last year, and when I was doing that, I was facing some issues which I tried to solve through the software. The issues were basically I was spending too much time switching between tools, and this I have faced with my previous jobs as well. I have been working as a freelance developer and software developer before starting that agency, and I have worked with multiple startups, helped them launch their MVPs. So I faced this issue that they are using so many different softwares, for example, Notion for documentation, Figma for design collaboration. Then we have some email clients, then Slack, then GitHub for code versioning, and it creates a like stack of these softwares that you have to go through every day to plan your workday. Now, the problem is you spend too much time on these softwares and still don't get the visibility that you need to plan your work day or work week, because you may miss a comment that someone made in that Figma file, or you may miss a comment that someone made in that Notion document that you're supposed to look at and you need to take care of. Uh, so communication is like spread it across so many different platforms. Then your data is also spread it across so many different platforms. If you're running a business, if you're the business owner, you need to gain insights. You can't, because you are using so many different softwares, and one data point is in one software, one data point is in another software. So I tried to consolidate all the tools in one place by providing like integrations with all these platforms, so you can connect using auth by simply clicking. You don't need to input any API keys or anything like that if you're not technical enough for that. And then you can basically see all your comments, all your messages, emails, and notifications in one place. uh, when I started out, the platform allowed people to also reply from the same platform, like using AI, or you can reply to messages manually. You can schedule like message replies. Um, so that was the initial MVP of the project. But now, after talking to, like, I tried talking to multiple agencies, I reached out to multiple agencies, but only one agreed to talk to me. um, and there was a couple of agencies in my network, since I was already running an agency. So since they are in my network, so their feedback can't be taken seriously, because they are just trying to say yes and yeah, this will be needed, but they don't really, they can't provide feedback which someone who doesn't know me can. So yeah, I started from there, and the feedback that I got was they are not looking to save time, and there are so many uh, there are a few problems that I face while creating the platform. Like, there are a few channels like WhatsApp which doesn't provide personal API, so you cannot get messages from your personal chats if you want to connect your WhatsApp account. So, and like maintaining integrations is also difficult, because you need a big team to maintain those integrations, because companies change API documentation and API structure frequently, so you need to change it in your system as well. Otherwise, things will break and users won't be happy. So that is one thing, and uh, another thing is people don't value time that much. They value money more. So business owners, when I talked to that person, he told me that, oh, I don't care if my engineers are spending like an hour on these platforms. The 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 thing that I care about is how much money I am spending per engineer for these platforms. So he was telling me that uh, they are spending like $100 per engineer for platforms like uh, for task management, for time tracking, for similar tools, and they have tried and they are not quite satisfied with these tools. So I thought, let's I've got at least one feedback, so I'll start from here and I'll build a platform for that particular use case, where I'll create a platform where you can break tasks like Jira or Linear, and then you can track time. And their precious feedback was like the golden nugget that they gave me was they are running an agency and they don't have visibility over their project costs. So if they are using Linear, they don't know how much cost is going to how much is the estimated cost for this project. So for example, I picked a project, I got a contract, and I I break down that project into 20 different issues on, let's say, Jira. Now I use, let's say, Clockify to I ask my employees to use Clockify to track time and log time for those issues, so that I know how much time my employees are spending on that particular issue in that project. Now you see these two data points are different, they are on a different platform. Now they have, let's say, another tool for project cost analysis. So they are spending, let's say, they're having a rough idea, let's say $300 on some theme, some other asset, and they have assigned $90,000 of budget, and they are charging their client $150,000 for the project. So they have like $60,000 of profit on this project. Now all these three things are on different platforms. So that is the problem that they were telling me about, and I started from there. I used an open source code base. I didn't started building it from scratch because that would have taken so much time. So I used an open source code base. I customized it. I added time tracking. Issue tracking was already there in that code base, so I added time tracking. I added a feature where you can assign hourly cost uh, to your employees. So for example, one of my employees is charging me $20 an hour. I'll assign that cost to that project member. Now when you get a project in a freelance agency, there are certain steps that you follow. When you start working on it, you break it down into chunks. In Servcy we call it modules. In each module you break it down into like particular issues. You assign members to that issue, and when the member starts working on those issues, they start their time tracking. So if you have assigned cost in Servcy for that member, let's say, okay, this project I'm giving $20 per hour to this member, and that member logs 1.5 hour on a particular issue. So you know that this particular issue costed me, if they are charging, let's say, $20 an hour, so $30 it costed me for that particular issue. Similarly, you will be doing that for all the issues in that particular project, and you will get an estimated cost, because they will also be assigning estimates to issues. So for example, an engineer will say, okay, this issue might take me 6 hours, so you'll get an estimate cost. Okay, all the issues combined, the total estimate is, let's say, 90 hours, and the average hourly rate of the team is, let's say, $60 per hour. So like it will cost me like $5,400 for this particular project. And then you know, okay, this is my estimated cost, and my total quote to the client was $10,000. So I have like $4,600 of profit. Now this is one feature of the platform. Now how it integrates well with the time tracking is, now when they start working on the issues, maybe they estimated 90 hours of effort, but the effort that it took them is like 50 hours. So now the total cost is only $3,000. So your profit has increased. Now you have the visibility. Okay, my estimate was this much, my actual time logged is this much, and the total cost has either surpassed the estimate or it's under the estimate. So you have that visibility. With these videos, my intention is to basically document my journey as an entrepreneur, help me out. Try out my products. If you have any feedback, please let me know. Thank you.